What's up, everybody? Well, I've been asked a couple times what invoicing program I use. A couple of years ago I did a video about going paperless, and since then I've gotten several questions about what program you use and do you like it. So I decided I'd make a video about it and show you what I use and how it works, and you can decide for yourself if you like it or not. When I first started, I was using QuickBooks Mobile, and not to be confused with QuickBooks Online. Two totally different programs. I haven't ever used QuickBooks Online, but I use the QuickBooks Mobile, and it was synced directly to my computer at the office, and it was flawless. Everything worked good, and I was really upset when they discontinued it. So I called them and said, well, what am I supposed to do? And they were like, well, you need to find a third-party app, blah blah blah. But they were leaning towards Invoice ASAP. So I decided I'd try it. I like it. It works really well for me. When I first started using Invoice ASAP, I was using it on the Android tablet. Let me tell you something. I didn't realize how clunky the program ran until I started using an iPad. Once I started using an iPad, I couldn't believe the difference in the quality of the apps. I mean, Android, it does good, except when the customer goes to sign, the signature never stuck. You could see it, and it would just disappear. With the Android tablet, I didn't have a place where I could take a picture and attach it to the invoice. With the iPad, you can. With the iPad, I can leave a voice file saying, thanks for the business, it's appreciated, or due to age of your system, you need to change it out, or whatever I want to say. But I didn't have that choice with the Android tablet. Now the Android tablet is just an expensive remote control for my Chromecast on the TV in the office. That's all it is. That's what I use it for. If I want to watch a video, I watch it from the from the Android, and I send it to the TV. So that's my expensive remote control. So anyway, let's look at Invoice ASAP on the tablet, and I'll show you how to do an invoice. And if you like it, you can use it. I mean, it costs $15 a month for unlimited invoices, and it does a really good job. I also have it on my phone, and the reason I have it on my phone is if I want to call the customer, I go to the customer section of the program, I find their name, I click on their phone number, and then hit the call button right from the app. So I like that feature, but I really like the program on the Apple products. It does a really good job. So let's look at the tablet and do an invoice on it. Alright, so here's my home screen of my iPad. There's the icon for Invoice ASAP. I'm going to click on it. It takes you to the home screen. So as you see from the very top, it says new invoice. Well, I'm just going to go over them and I'll tell you what they do. New invoice is self-explanatory. If you're doing a new invoice for somebody, you click it, and then you'll have your options. We'll do that in a second. Same thing for the new estimates. Invoice list there is all the invoices you've done, whether they're paid or not. All your invoices are there. You have your estimate list, the same thing. Your customers, that's where your customer base is, like I was talking about for my phone. Your reports, that's how much money you've made. That's where your bar graph is, all the other stuff. We won't be opening that. That's just too much information. Manage app, we'll click on that. We'll start here first. Your profile, that's where your information is. As you see, there's my information. Company name, blah blah blah, address, and phone number. Let's hit back. Products and services. I don't really use this very much because when I first started the company, I did some pricing, and I just never went back and changed the pricing. So just to kind of show you what it looks like. There's all your stuff there, and you can add and subtract or whatever, change the prices, whatever. So these are like 5 years old, so I need to go back and update them. So anyway, let's go back to that. And let's hit the back button. Let's go ahead and do an invoice. Alright, so when you get to that invoice screen, the new invoice, you see there's your information, the customer, the items, you'll see that in a second, the total, and the comments, and then save. So with the customer, if you've been to that customer before, you just hit the pick button. If you just now go into a customer, you hit the new button. When you hit the new, you fill their information out and you hit save right down there at the bottom. Alright, so let's go back. Let's go ahead and pick. I made one up a while ago. Let's do John Smith. And there he is right there. Alright, so there's his information. That's just a fake name. It's got my email address and my phone number. Let's do pick. Alright, so from that list you've already got made up, let's hit tap. And then let's do diagnostic fee. And you see it there, diagnostic fee. If you choose you want to write something there, like the switch was off or something like that, you can just do it. If you want to change the price, you can change it. We'll do that in a second. You hit done. Alright, so let's say you've done something else. Let's say you changed the blower motor. Let's hit pick. Let's tap it. And then let's go to labor. Hit labor. Let's go ahead and fill something out. Change blower motor. Alright, and then hit done. Oh, let's go back to it so you can go back. Let's change the price there. Let's say it was $400. Alright, let's hit done. Alright, so there's your invoice made up, and you just hit save. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's have them pay. You can do a check, cash, a card. Now, I think with the Invoice ASAP, you can set up a PayPal account and they can pay with your credit card and it'll go through PayPal or whatever. I don't do that. I use the QuickBooks Go Payment little thing. So if I do a card, then I just enter the authorization number. Let's see, I'll show you. See, reference card. You just do the authorization number right there. Let's go back, and if they pick cash, whatever, it's self-explanatory. Let's do check. Let's do 1234 or 1232. Hit done, and then save. Let's go. There you go. So we're already see it shows paid right there. Let's go ahead and have them sign. Alright, at the bottom there it shows customer signature or company signature right there. Let's hit the customer signature. Let's let them sign it and save. Alright, if you want to attach a photo to your invoice there, you hit the photo button down at the bottom, click it, and they'll ask you to choose a photo or take a photo. Let's go ahead and choose a photo. Let's do camera roll. That's a picture of a job I just did a video on, actually. And then let's use it. So you've had them sign it. Now let's go ahead and preview it. Alright, so let's see if that'll work. See, there's a picture right there. That's done. Well, let's go back. There's your invoice, and it shows paid right there. Let's go back. Let's go ahead and do a voice file. Alright. You hit thank you for your business. It is much appreciated. Let's stop. Let's save it. So let's go ahead and preview it again. And you see your pictures up there and your audio file. Now, if somebody's going to receive your invoice from the iPad, this audio file will not work. It'll say Safari cannot download file. But if they do it from a computer, it'll download into whatever media player they have, and they can hear it. So let's hit the back button. Alright, let's go ahead and send it. And let's go ahead and send. Alright, so it just sent. So let's go over to the email program and then hit email. So let's do that one there. And then when they get the email, it'll be a link. You just hit the view invoice. And there you go. There's your invoice. You hit your picture. Shows up right there. And then here's what happens when you do the audio file from the iPad. See, it says download failed. Safari cannot download this file. So maybe the people at Invoice ASAP can fix that problem, because it would be nice for Safari to download the file. So anyway, that's the Invoice ASAP. I really do like the program, and if you like it, maybe you could try it. So there you go. That's it. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a great night.